What's up, Capstone family? So I am on location in Vegas this week. Excited to be out here for it's a conference, entrepreneur conference, a group that I've been a part of for years now, and really just able to plug in with others that are doing things, doing big things, which is exciting. Seeing what others are doing and how they're doing it, and it's really helpful in continuing to feel that feeling of leveling up, the level of growth, and just the constant progress. Right? I talk about it all the time in these videos that Capstone is always a work in progress, and it is, as well as I am on myself. Something that I hold very true to our core values, to my personal core values, that growth, that continued improvement. So I'm here and I'm excited about it, but still wanted to get you a video. This week was and again, I just got here today. So it's one of those things where I've already been seeing what's been happening in the market. And last week we did a pretty decent move on most of our properties, knowing that what I mean by that is the properties that were listed on the market for sale, there needed to be corrections. Instead of doing that at the end of last year, didn't make as much sense. We knew that after the first of the year, there was a high probability that things would really pick up, which it does every year. And this year's no different. We're starting to see some great movement there, and positive outlooks for the next few months. Buyer sentiment is changing. They are getting off the fence, which is great, or at least having more conversations. However, it does lead to the conversation of which, this is something that we've seen more recently, that there's a higher probability that the expectations of a buyer going into a situation of purchase is just not the same as it used to be, because if somebody's bought a house before, there's a good chance that things are going to be just a lot tougher now. Not only from a standpoint of rate being higher, but also other qualifications and things that people need to be paying attention to. So there's that, but good things, good momentum, stuff moving on that end. We finished the year strong on the rental side, as I'd mentioned in the last video. It really came, going into this year, we are hiring. We are bringing more people in. We are scaling in a way that is consistent with keeping the level of service. First and foremost is the level of service. We've got to keep it the same. When we see these fumbles, when we see these challenges, when we see these things come up that are new problems and new challenges, we've got to attack those. And we don't want to grow this thing to the point where it's growing so fast that the service really starts to suffer. We see it all the time in the property management business, right? We've seen it even in this season. We've seen it from a few of our competitors that have struggled in that sense. And I empathize with those guys because I know what that pain point is. Our team knows what that pain is. Yet it's not scaling so fast that we're not able to continue to maintain things. What are the pain points? Well, maintenance. Maintenance has been a pain point. It will continue to be a pain point until we can fix that with some magic pill. Until we can find that, we're just going to continue to do work on it. And the feedback and the consistency of making sure that our vendors know what expectations are, that our owners know what expectations are as well, the alignment of those expectations. And as the market shifts, our job is to get you the information that you need to know so you can make the best, most informed decision. Things change. Everything changes. And as we go through the nuance of the business, as an owner myself, oftentimes I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, hold on, what are we talking about here? Like that doesn't sound anything like what it should be. However, as things continue to change, from vendors with their rate increases, right? Last year, I mentioned in a few of the videos that if you work with a plumber, there is a very high probability that plumber has changed their business model over the last few years. Why? Because they can make a lot more money. And what that does is it puts us in a position where we've got to still continue to find those plumbers that we feel are finding value but aren't upselling us. We don't need to be upsold. I don't need to be upsold on what's going on at your house. Most of the time we know, we've done this enough times to know what issues are what issues. So again, as different vendors in the market continue to change their business models, we've got to be able to find those that will work within the price points and level of service that we're looking for. So again, it's just shifts in business models and misalignment with what we need to be able to provide to you as the client. And again, this is a property management company that's built by investors for investors, right? We invest in real estate as well. I don't want to pay any more than you do on fixes, and I don't get some special hookup because I'm with Capstone. It's like maybe you think I should, but I don't, right? Because that's not what I want. What I want is I want to be able to experience the service myself and make sure that the service that I'm getting is great, because that means that you're getting that service too. It's kind of like secret shopping, except that my property manager, Krista, she knows that I'm not a secret shopper. And, she still gives it to me real. She keeps it transparent. She keeps it on point. That's what I would expect her to do for you all as well. So I hope you all appreciate that. Keep in mind, again, we are going to be bringing some new people on, so you'll hear some new faces. You'll hear us talking about it. You also will see video from us more than you have before. This is the year that I am not going to be the one that you're going to have to watch every week, because there are other people in the office that can definitely bring more value to the points of view from their perspective than I can, that I think will resonate with you very much so. Because when I'm sitting there and I'm hearing Yaz in leasing telling me about what she's dealing with or experiencing, talking through, hey, maybe different softwares, different technologies, different things that we're able to do to move the needle a little bit more, just a little bit. Sometimes that's all it takes to just continue to keep moving this thing forward. So again, we'll keep sharing this information with you. I'll do my best to be as transparent with this as possible and continue, again, to have those conversations that some of us deem hard, some of us deem as just as transparent as possible and real. Capstone will keep it real. We appreciate you. Off to an amazing 2026 already so far, and look forward to riding this journey with you. I mean, this is fun. Any feedback, any updates, anything you can, always, I love your information. I love the feedback that you provide, little things that you want to hear more of, or you want to hear less of, or whatever it might be. That's all helpful. And again, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.